Good morning, everyone, or afternoon, or evening, or whenever you're watching this. All right, this is Monday, and it's Stars and Standings, as we do every week. And we are just going over an updated look on things, also doing our 5 stars of the week. It seems like, at least for a while, I'm going to be doing the stars and some honorable mentions as well because yeah, there's several great performances that happened this week. So, all right, with the standings, I don't have a set of notes here, so we're looking here. All right, I try and simplify this because for those of you who look at the Fed website, there's so many columns. Sometimes it gets confusing. You have your wins, losses, overtime, shootout, over time. It's very confusing. There's so many columns, so I simplify it a little bit, give you just the basics here. This is like what you really have to worry about or think about: wins, losses, overtime losses, points. Again, that is the primary method of seeding. And then we have regulation wins and also winning percentage, which we're not even going to be really focusing on that until towards the last 5 or 6 weeks of the season. But I have it there just to kind of, you know. So yeah, 6 columns instead of like 25. All right, so Binghamton Black Bears still atop of the Empire Division, 6-1-1 overall, and 16 points. All right, Watertown, unfortunately, by virtue, I guess you could say, of their being forced to postpone the game against Hudson Valley on Saturday. They're 5-1-1, 15 points. Um, yeah, it is what it is. For Danbury Hat Tricks, 3-1-2, 10 points. And then Port Huron, we have them now at 3-2-1 for 9 points. And Motor City, they're in the fifth place spot, 2-4-0, 5 points. And then we have Hudson Valley and the Dashers tied in points, but because of winning percentage, Hudson Valley is one up. All right, so Hudson Valley sixth and the Dashers in seventh. And then in the Continental Division, we still have the Athens Rock Lobsters leading the way, 7-1-0, 18 points on the season. Yeah, your eyes do not deceive you. That is Baton Rouge in second place. They've come a long way. 5-1-1 for 14 points. We have the Columbus River Dragons. The only reason why they're not higher is because they played 2 fewer games than everybody else. They're 4-0, 11 points on the season. Carolina, also 11 points. They are 3-1-2. Then we have the Blue Ridge Bobcats, 2-3-1 for, yeah, that is 6 points. I can't, yeah, I gotta get my face a little farther up. And Monroe, that is 1-3-3. They still have yet to win a regulation game, or in other words, get a 3-point victory. But that'll happen pretty soon, I feel. 5 points for the Moccasins, and then Mississippi at 1-4-1. And I made a special note here. Here we are. The most games any team has played is 8. That is the Black Bears and the Rock Lobsters. Everybody else is like 5-6 games, except for Columbus. And yeah, now everybody has been in at least one overtime or shootout game. So I don't know if you chalk that up to parity um, or what, but teams are playing each other tough. So points are not going to be easy to get this year. Um, yeah, even Athens. I mean, you know, if they had won all their games in regulation time, they'd have 21 points. or 18. So yeah, everybody's playing each other tough. So no points are a given. In years past, you could maybe look at some matchups. You had your your Rumblebees and your Delaware Thunder, and it's like, yeah, there's some easy points to be had right there. Not so anymore. So yeah, very interesting. So let's go into our stars of the week. And I made a note here. There's 4 players. Honorable mention we're going to give to give a little shout out to them. But these are the top 5 performers, and they all came from another stupid spam call. Can't wait till the election's over. All right, hold on. All right, awesome when my son answers the phone and he does one of his little voices. Anyway, so yeah, 5 players, the top 5 performers came from 3 teams. And normally I like to try and um, spread things out and pick one player from each team, but by far and away, these guys were the top 5. So Gus Ford, yeah, he Friday night he gets 3 assists. Saturday night he gets a hat trick. So 3 and 3. Nice even little weekend there for Gus Ford. We all know what he can do, what he's capable of doing. So no surprise that Ford makes his way onto the list of our stars of the week. For Columbus, it's all goalies. Yeah, Sammy Bernard, he gets his 2nd straight shutout on Friday night, stopping 22 shots from the Mississippi Seawolves. Hasn't yielded a goal yet. 2 games played, 2 games won. He's perfect on the season, and yeah, it's nice having a 1,000 save percentage after 2 full games. So yeah, Sammy Bernard or Simba, um, yeah, fantastic. And then William Lavalier gets signed the following day to a 4-game PTO. He just came down from the SP, and he puts up a 32 save no. So yeah, nice pair of shutout wins. I mentioned it in yesterday's video. And there we go. Hey, sweetie. She's a ham. I wonder where she got that from. All right. So, yeah. The Columbus River Dragons, 12 goals scored, 1 goal allowed in 4 games. Fantastic. All right. So, for the Port Huron Prowlers, Lucas Lackney. Yeah, this guy was a find. Just totally amazing. Just 3 goals and 2 assists on the weekend for Lucas. Yeah, he's gonna be a big player for the Prowlers. And then another goalie, Valtteri Nusiainen, back-to-back games, just giving up 1 goal, 57 saves and 59 opportunities. That's a 966 save percentage. Obviously, a 1.0 goals against and 2 wins. So, real nice weekend for Nusiainen. Prowlers really haven't had a good goaltender in quite a while. I mean, their goaltending has been okay, but Nusiainen looks like he's going to be the guy. So, yeah, can't wait to see how the Prowlers do this year based on his performance alone. All right, so our honorable mentions. Yep, Garrett Milan is there again. 2 goals, 2 assists. Had 1 and 1 each night, and yeah, he continues to lead the way. Yeah, everybody that makes handles the games, calls the plays, they're all saying Milan's the best player in the league. So yeah, so J-Mac, he hasn't got himself going yet. He's got a couple of assists, but yeah, and Milan is leading the way. We also had Kevin Zabad from the Zydeco, and when he was signed, I was talking with Coach Everett Thompson, and he raved about him. He said, "You watch, Zabad is going to be a star in this league. And yeah, he knew what he was talking about. So yeah, another 2 goals and 2 assists for Zabad, including a game-winning goal. So very nice weekend for him. And then Carolina, Roman Kramer, he had himself a nice little weekend, had a hat trick on Friday and added an assist on Saturday. So 3 goals and an assist for him. And then for the Dashers, Brandon Stoichevsky, 2 goals, 2 assists. When the Dashers got him in the expansion draft, I said, yeah, he's gonna be one of the offensive leaders on this club. He be good. So yep, 4 points each for all of these guys here, so they get honorable mentions, and then of course there's our stars there. All right, looking ahead for this week. Of course, everything Tuesday through Friday is going to be on the Flash Audio Network. If you want the links, they're on the Facebook page, pinned up at the top of the Fed League Flash page. So you can listen to whatever platform you prefer. So Tuesday, news and notes, and we're going to be recapping a little bit of the mayhem that took place on Saturday. Uh, yeah, I'm sure there's going to be some other new information to go over too. A couple of suspensions that might get announced. I know definitely one. So we'll talk about all of that and talk a little bit about the bus situation too. It's terrible. It's terrible across the league right now. Wednesday, power rankings. That'll be the second time that we'll have that here. I've already cast my vote with the Minor Pro Hero guys. But again, on the Flash Audio Network, you'll find out exactly who I picked, where, and why. And then Thursday, we'll have some news and notes. We'll also have a game preview. There is one game Thursday night. Friday, we'll have a game review and previews and predictions on Friday. And that's our regular schedule. And if anything else crazy comes up, we'll always post on Facebook Live. But I think we've had most of the excitement that we can handle from Saturday. I think that'll tide us over for a few days. So, yeah, duh, Fed. Life is never dull in the Fed Zeno. All right, so there we go. Stars and standings for week 4. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful week, and we will catch you tomorrow on the Flash Audio Network. Have a great week, everyone.